The mystery box. No one remembered when the box first appeared. It simply was. It sat in the corner of the Old Town Library, tucked behind a leaning shelf of forgotten books, its wood darkened by age, its surface scratched as if it had traveled far or endured many hands. There was no lock, no keyhole, no label, just a faint symbol burned into the lid, a circle broken by a single line, like something unfinished. People avoided it, not because it looked dangerous, but because it felt like it knew them. Children swore the box hummed softly when the room was quiet. Elders claimed it shifted position when no one was looking. Librarians tried to move it once, years ago, but the box refused to be lifted. Not heavy, just unwilling. So it stayed, and life went on. Until the day Eli touched it. Eli was 14, thin as a question mark, with eyes that carried too many thoughts for someone his age. His mother had died the previous winter. His father, once warm and laughing, had turned into a man of silence, present in body, absent in spirit. Books became Eli's hiding place. He spent hours in the library, not always reading, sometimes just sitting, breathing in the smell of old pages and dust, pretending the world hadn't cracked open. That afternoon, rain tapped against the windows like impatient fingers. Eli wandered deeper into the back shelves than usual, and there it was, the box. Up close, it felt warmer than it should have been. Eli reached out before he could think better of it. The moment his fingers brushed the lid, the humming stopped. The box opened. Inside was darkness, not empty darkness, but deep, endless darkness, like the night sky without stars. Then something moved, slowly, gently. A whisper filled the room, not loud, not frightening, just familiar. "What have you lost?" Eli's breath caught. Images flooded his mind. His mother's smile, the sound of her laughter in the kitchen, the way she used to say his name like it mattered. His chest tightened. "I lost her," he whispered. The darkness inside the box shimmered, and then something appeared. A small object rose from the box and rested in Eli's trembling hands. A wristwatch. His mother's wristwatch. The same scratch on the glass, the same faded leather strap, even the time frozen exactly where it had stopped the day she died. Eli stumbled back, heart racing. The box closed itself. That night, Eli cried for the first time in months, not from pain, but from confusion. The watch was real, solid, impossible. The next day, he returned. So did someone else. Word spread quickly in a town that thrived on quiet routines. First came Mara, a baker who had lost her voice after a fire. She touched the box and received a small music box that played the last song she ever sang. Then came Jonah, a former athlete whose injury had ended his dreams. The box gave him his old running shoes, untorn, spotless, just as they were before the accident. Each person left shaken, changed. The mystery box never gave money, never gave power. It gave loss, returned, but never explained. Soon, the library was crowded. Hope lined up beside desperation. But something was wrong. Those who received gifts began to change. Mara stopped speaking entirely, even in writing. She played the music box endlessly, ignoring her bakery, her friends, her life. Jonah tried to run again. His leg broke worse than before. Others clung to their returned memories so tightly that they stopped living in the present. Smiles faded, rooms darkened. The past became a prison. Eli noticed. The box wasn't healing people, it was trapping them. That night, the whisper came to Eli again, this time in his dreams. "What will you give?" Eli woke drenched in sweat. He understood then. The box didn't just take loss, it demanded a price. Eli returned to the library alone before sunrise. The box waited. "I don't want what I lost. I want understanding." The lid opened. Darkness swirled. "Then choose," the whisper replied. Visions appeared. Every person who had touched the box, every heart it had tangled. Eli realized the truth with a sinking weight in his chest. The box fed on regret, on unfinished grief, on the human refusal to let go. "If I close you," Eli asked, voice shaking, "what happens to what you've given?" "They will forget and remember differently." Eli thought of his mother. He could keep the watch, or he could keep living. Tears slid down his face as he placed the watch back into the darkness. "I choose forward," he said. The box shuddered. Light burst from its seams. A sound like breaking glass echoed through the library. And then, silence. The box collapsed inward, folding into itself until there was nothing left but dust on the floor. Weeks passed. People forgot the box, but something changed. Mara returned to her bakery, humming quietly as she worked. Jonah coached children instead of chasing his old dream. Pain remained, but it no longer ruled. Eli's father laughed again one evening, unexpectedly over burnt toast. Eli still missed his mother, but now the memories warmed instead of wounded. Sometimes, when Eli passed the old corner of the library, he felt a faint hum, like a reminder, not of what was lost, but of what was chosen. Because the greatest mystery was never the box itself, it was the courage to let go of what we cannot change, and the strength to keep moving toward what still can be. Moral lessons. 1. Holding on to the past can quietly steal the present. Grief that is never released turns memories into chains instead of comfort. 2. Not every gift is meant to be kept. Some things return to test our hearts, not to stay in our hands. 3. Healing begins when we accept loss, not when we undo it. True peace comes from understanding, not reversal. 4. Letting go is not forgetting, it is choosing to live again. Love remains even when what we lost cannot. 5. Hope that faces forward is stronger than hope that looks back. Growth starts the moment we stop asking for yesterday and start choosing tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Kindly give a like, comment, and subscribe for more video.